I welcome you all to this engagement and meeting we're having today online. Yeah, I think for purposes of keeping time, because we have 1 hour and 30 minutes for this meeting, we may not wait for others. So time is very important that we keep it so that we go for other engagements. I want to thank you all who have joined early enough. And today, let me share my screen for something. If you can see my screen shared. Can someone see my screen?
Yeah, yes. It is visible.
We can see.
It is visible.
So I'm Solomon Suvi talking to you. We shall see. I know one day meet and we'll be able to see who Solomon is. But I'm going to be the lead in this meeting to coordinate. So our meeting today is an introduction to Wikimedia and Wikipedia editing. As many people, new questions, the groups, what is this? What are we waiting for? What are we going to do? So all is to be answered today. So in our agenda, this is what we have. We shall start with the opening and introductory remarks, and I think I've done it. I will not do any other thing. I will not say any other thing for purposes of time. Then two, we need to get expectations from you people. What do you expect from us or to get out of this meeting? We shall have an energizer. Then Paul, what is Wikimedia and Wikipedia? We shall have Geoffrey to take us through that item. Then 5, what is Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda? My boss Drake will take us through. We shall look at briefly introduction to Wikipedia editing. Then we shall have a session on account creation, a session of Q&A, then a group photo, and we shall close by 8:30. I'm a good time manager. I will make sure that we actually close by that time so that we go and enjoy our break, Mr. Break. So let me request someone, if you're ready and willing, to say a prayer as we start this meeting. Thank you. Anyone willing?
Thank you so much. Good evening, comrades. Kindly, let's humble ourselves for the word of prayer. Loving Father, we thank you for this evening. We come before you. We seek your guidance. We pray that you lead us through. May it be fruitful. May it be productive to every one of us here. In the name of the Most High, we've prayed and believed. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was, yes, Sentumbwe?
Yeah,
Yes?
I am Sentumbwe Hamis.
Yeah, Miss, thank you so much for wonderful prayer. All right, so next on our agenda are expectations. I welcome you already, and much of it will be said. We don't need to waste a lot of time. So, what do you expect from? What do you hope to learn today? If there is anyone who can who can unmute by show of your hand, you may just for order, you can raise your hand and we choose you, or for us all to participate, kindly post your expectation in the chat. We shall read it. Thank you. So I see Hosea. Lucky day.
Am I
Let's hear
audible?
from you. Yes, you are.
Thank you so much, Mr. Solomon. Today I expect to know what is Wikimedia expect to know what exactly Wikimedia is and to know how it can help us as this. I'm expecting also to get new friends and engage with media.
Wow. Thank you, Hosea. We expect to know more about Wikipedia, what it is, how it can help us, then to get more friends. That is turning out even more for me. Yes. Is there any other person? One more person for purposes of time. Kindly, if you have anything to say, the chat is open to all of us. Kindly share something in the chat if you have anything to say. Yes, another person?
Good evening, colleagues.
Good evening, Salujah.
Yeah, this is Abdallah Lujia. I had my expectations, but looking at the agenda, I think they are going to be all answered.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so
I've
much.
seen them all covered on the agenda. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. I think I've seen someone. Good evening, lawyers. Good evening, everyone. Lawyers, my expectation is to know about Wikipedia and Wikipedia. Wonderful. That is on our agenda today. It will be covered. So it's already 7:10. I think we should move on to our next agenda. Kindly, if I forget, feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know about who you are, maybe even the institution. We have 2 universities on this meeting. We expect like participants from 2 universities. So we can also know from which university you come from. Where it's on agenda. Some of the objectives here, we have sessions in our session today. Wikipedia, I know it is one of the most like understanding of then learning better Wikipedia editing, and then we shall create something basic to let us start. All right. So our energizer. So it was supposed to be, have you ever used Wikipedia? This was, have you ever edited Wikipedia? Then, what do you think Wikipedia is? I know we know something about this. Yeah. Kindly, if someone wants to say something, let's know from you. Have you made Wikipedia anywhere? Do you know anything about it? Let's share. Still, if you have anything to say, because we don't have time for everyone to speak, the chat is open. Chat is open. Let's have your views in the chat. I'm seeing 2 hands. I'm seeing 2 hands. Drake, is your hand up? Let's start
Yes,
with
I wanted to
Hosea.
make some clarification as we proceed.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay.
Sorry, but I'm thinking, as the team that is here from the Wikimedia committee, we could introduce ourselves and complete that. Then also an announcement that everyone who is here, try and write your full name. I can see someone called Hafi, Prince Arsenal. Try and put your real name because when we are doing data refunds and everything else, we will need this name. So write the full name. For example, lawyers, please just write your full name as your Zoom name. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Cindy, for that guidance. Greg, can we start with you maybe before, as people think about this Wikipedia?
Okay, so thank you so much, Solomon, and everyone else for attending. I'm going to try and put my camera on. I hope you'll be able to see me. I'm home. Just in case you see the environment is not what you're used to. I'm Drake Tamale, and I am a librarian by profession. I work with the Aga Khan University. I work as an assistant librarian, and I'm also a Wikimedian. I happen to be the lead for the Wiki University clubs. I've been a Wikimedian since 2021, so I'm making my 5th year as a Wikimedian. I'm happy to be here, and I work with a team of other members who introduce themselves later. Thank you so much. Solomon, over to you.
Thank you, Drake. Should I see Geoffrey? I see Brown. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Baruku. Please feel free to introduce, talk to this group. Geoffrey, Baruku.
Solomon. Thank you so much. Good evening, members. My name is Brian Baluku. I'm a member of the Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda since 2021. I joined when I was still at Mbara University of Science and Technology, and I joined through an initiative like this one. And I happen to also serve on the board for the Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda. And my full-time job is an ICT officer within a financial institution. But regardless of that, I spare some time to edit Wikipedia and also to train and mentor people how to contribute to the various Wikimedia projects. And I'm also part of the team for the university clubs. Yes. Thank you so much. Back to you, Solomon.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Brian. Brian is
Yes, Solomon, if you're speaking, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I was saying Brian is one of the members of the board of the Wikimedia Community User Group, as you've heard. And I'm glad we have you here, sir. Can we hear from Geoffrey, if you're able to speak?
Great. Good evening, members. My name is Geoffrey Segawa. I am a librarian by profession. I'm a member of Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda. I joined around June 2023. At that time, I was still working at the Faculty of Engineering and Technology in Busitema. But since then, I've left and I've gone to other endeavors. But I still actively contribute to Wikipedia and other projects of the Wikimedia Foundation. I am also one of the project leads. I lead a project called Wiki Loves the Leaders. It is going to happen in July. So in the time of understanding more about Wikimedia and Wikipedia, we shall expound more on that. But for a brief introduction, I think that works out. Thank you so much, and everyone for joining.
All right, thank you, Geoffrey. I think I had missed out on that, but it should be an inspiration to many of us that are joining in, that it is actually not a wastage of time. I don't know. I wanted to share my.
We saw it and it went off, but we
Sure.
saw it. Yes, we
Is it on
see.
now?
It is on.
Okay. So that is Solomon, for those who are interested in knowing who I am. And I'm working with Drake and this Wikimedia, like Wikipedia clubs, Wiki clubs, Uganda. We are leading this and supported by other friends, those that you've heard from and those that may not be able to join, but we are glad to have you. Yeah, allow me move on to our next agenda today.
So, Solomon, I'll be helping you monitor the chat. So, yeah.
All right, thank you. Can we see what's on the screen? Is there anything? Oh, sorry, Misha. Drake, confirm if there's anything on the screen.
I do.
Okay, thank you. So we're here. Energizer and icebreaker. Kindly, one person or two, if you can unmute and give us what you think. Then the rest, let's share in the chat. Thank you.
Someone shared in the chat, Solomon. Maybe you could read it out.
Yeah, thank you, Drake.
So there is Faith Naijuka, who is telling us that it's actually her first time. Oh, it's actually the first thing she gets her results from when she asks Google something, know anything. But it is usually regarded to have information which is not authentic. So from this meeting, she would like to believe that she will learn whether this is a myth or a fact. And we also have a hand from Sekaja Hosea. Solomon,
yes,
for your
Hosea, can we hear from you?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you are. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. So I've used Wikipedia before, like as the person who gave their submission in the comment section. I also get results when I asked any search engine. Wikipedia is one of the sites where information is got. For example, if you're using AI to search for some information, but I've used Wikipedia before. I think in our library at the City University, I have logged into Wikipedia. I think it was the other year when I was doing sustainable development, and I was looking at the history of engineering, and it was the site information.
Thank you, Hosea. So I believe, like Hosea and Faith, even many of us, all of us have heard about this. For sure, if you search for anything, it's most likely that Wikipedia will give you the first response. Like it will be the first site with an answer. So for us being here to learn how to contribute, it means it's not a wastage of time. Like Faith has questions. Even when we were still at university, they used to tell us we are not supposed to get anything from Wikipedia. But we are going to learn today. We are going to learn today that we don't contribute to Wikipedia from any trusted sources, as we shall know. So it surely be a trusted source for information. All right, thank you. Kindly, let's have more and more. Let's have more. Sorry for the background noise in my school and people are trying to disorganize, but bear with me. And if you have anything about Energizer, share it in the chat. We shall read it. Thank you. What is Wikimedia and Wikipedia? Drake, you have 10 minutes to take us through this. No, it's Geoffrey. I beg my pardon. Geoffrey, kindly take us through.
Thank you, Solomon. Good evening once again, everyone. My name is Geoffrey Segal. So, in a brief, I wanted to take us through Wikimedia and Wikipedia. First, Wikimedia Foundation. I may not be able to share my screen, but I will drop a link in the chat so that those that have devices can go to it and we read through together.
I'll help you.
You will help me share. Oh, thank you, Drake.
Yes.
Please share that on the screen.
Thank
So
you.
we can get.
Okay. I believe you're there.
Yeah, I am yet to see the screen, but in a brief, this is the Wikimedia Foundation. It is a global organization, not-for-profit organization that hosts Wikipedia and other projects. It is the mother of the projects such as Wikipedia, Wikidata, Wikicommons, and others, Wikibooks, Wiki University, Wikiquotes. But for today, we are majorly focusing on Wikipedia. Now, what is Wikipedia? Wikipedia, could you share that, Drake?
Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Okay, just a moment.
We'll be going back and forth. But for your remembrance, Wikimedia is the mother of Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a project. Now, for us at Busitema, we know that Busitema is a multi-campus university. So for us, those of us that come from the Faculty of Science and Education, we still belong to Busitema University as a whole, but we have some bit of. Now, Wikipedia is a free, I emphasize the word free, online encyclopedia, the largest in the world. It is multilingual. It exists in very many languages, about 350, and it has existed for 25 years. So what is on Wikipedia? On Wikipedia, we have articles in several languages about several topics that may interest the editor or the person that is making research. But as Solomon hinted on it earlier, on Wikipedia, it is an encyclopedia, and we don't publish their first-hand research findings. So whatever we post, whatever we publish there on Wikipedia as an article has to be referenced or sourced out from somewhere. For example, let's say one is writing an article or publishing an article or editing an article. I am aware that the Vice Chancellor of Busitema University is Professor Wako. Now, Sebachije is now saying, no, it is no longer Professor Wako, it is Professor Abdallah Luja, who is the Vice Chancellor. If Sebachije is to make such an edit so that it goes onto the global encyclopedia that the search engines we talked about earlier would track it to say that Professor Abdallah Luja is the Vice Chancellor of Busitema, Sebachije, the onus is on Sebachije to prove that by providing a source of that information. And that source should be a reliable source. So I think that little bit can answer your question of whether to use Wikipedia or not to use Wikipedia, or whether I saw somebody saying, since everybody can edit, Drake, do you mind to read for me that comment so that we take it once and for all? Somebody called Magola Abdurrahman. Hey everyone, since anyone can edit, don't you think it makes it less trustworthy? No, I don't agree. I don't think it makes it less trustworthy, because as I'm telling you, whatever edit we make on Wikipedia, it has to be cited and referenced from a good source. Now, when we are editing Wikipedia, we edit through our own accounts. We create accounts that enable us to edit. We shall be going to that later, but in a brief, without wasting time, I know I will give the opportunity to Baluku to also say something in this short time. But Wikimedia is the mother foundation that hosts projects like Wikipedia, and Wikipedia is a global encyclopedia, free online encyclopedia, where you find information from reliable sources online. It feeds the search engines like Google and others, and it also feeds those chatbots, AI, and other sources, right? Did you get me well, people?
Yes, Sega.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Geoffrey, you can go on. If you have questions, we shall have them. We have a session for the Q&A. Can have them.
All right. So I think that may do for now. But how many minutes have I used? I wanted to save a few, like 4, for Baluku to expand a little bit more as well. Baluku, do you care to continue from where I have stopped?
Okay, thank you so much, Segawa, for the opportunity. As Segawa has mentioned, as Wikipedia is a free encyclopedia, of course, everyone can edit, as he mentioned, and the purpose for editing is to improve the quality, the way we do our research and peer review. You find that after you maybe publishing your research, someone else has to perhaps review. And you find that as time goes by, you're going to publish some articles and you may never go back to those articles to edit them. And new changes keep coming. Say, for example, you publish the article of Busitama University and you find that the vice chancellor has changed. And maybe you're busy working on other Wikipedia articles. Then someone is going to come and edit that particular article and maybe add in the new VC. And sometimes along the way, also we make typos, and we make typos. Sometimes we make mistakes and all that. So we shall see again that on Wikipedia, there are certain guidelines that we follow, certain policies and guidelines that we must follow. Sometimes you find the tone, people coming to correct English, as most of us, we know that English is not our mother tongue, so we keep learning it. So it is one of the reasons why we edit. Or someone might say, I need to verify this information so that they keep expanding. That is the purpose of particularly adding, or someone can come and rearrange the articles and say that instead of putting everything in one block of a paragraph, why don't we at least say that introduction, where the location, and particularly add in more details. Maybe to give us maybe a history is Wikipedia started in 2021, and since it is free of charge, so of course there had to be a company that runs Wikipedia or that organizes Wikipedia, since majorly Wikipedia is running on donations. People, they keep giving that money that please, you keep the servers running, you try to buy some data for the participants and all that. You get some money to organize, bring people together. So that one, you can collect the money when you are an organization. And that's how the Wikimedia Foundation came in. And then through people had to create other projects, as we shall see. So we have Wikipedia that hosts texts. What about we create another project that is going to hold files? How do we bring in librarians? How do we bring in different people? And maybe as I conclude on Wikipedia, Wikipedia is existing in over 330 languages, and more languages are being incubated. So in Uganda, we have Luganda, and also currently we are trying to incubate Runyankore. And I believe at the stage we've reached, it is soon going to be live. So as we shall see in the coming, you can create articles, you can translate articles, edit and improve and all that. And it has been around for 25 years. Yeah. Back to you, Solomon. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Brian and Jeffrey. Brian, allow me to request you to give us some briefing on.
Your sound is a bit low, Solomon.
Sorry, there's some noise here. Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Somehow.
Okay, Brian, I was requesting that you kindly give us a brief on maybe the guidelines that we actually follow in Wikipedia so that people will get more confidence in what we do. So as if people like still have that doubt in Wikipedia, yet there are things that are put in consideration that actually are followed if you have to work on an article, if you have to create any article. So Brian, just maybe 2 minutes. Thank you. The pillars, the 5 pillars.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much again for the opportunity. As Wikipedia, what I can say is writing an article on Wikipedia is easy, but keeping that article there is hard because of the policies that you're supposed to follow. So one of the things they say that literally it is an encyclopedia, so open knowledge and all that. So Wikipedia is not meant to be used for advertising. You're just supposed to state facts. Mm. You're not supposed to go there and start praising people that this and this and this and this. And not everyone is supposed to have a Wikipedia article. You must be having like something that makes you stand out and to have an article on Wikipedia. So that one we call it the notability guideline. So there is a guideline that you need to check. So there is notability for people, there is notability for events, there's notability. You can write about anything on Wikipedia. It can be an event, it can be a person, it can be a school, it can be a company, it can be an incident that happened. Maybe say, for example, the wars, maybe like a certain league, all that. So you can write about it. But what makes it unique to be there? Why should this person have an article? So there is always that notability guideline that you need to follow. So there are also maybe notability guidelines where you say these are generally notability. We are writing about a person. Then also there are subject specific notability guideline. You're writing about a person, but a person is a swimmer. So they will ask you, yes, this is a person, but what makes that swimmer or that athlete different from other people? So it is not complex. Those are just like guidelines, like within you see within a particular society, they govern us that you have to do this. You have to be having a national ID, a passport, and all that. Those are some of the things that we need to be having. Then also Wikipedia is supposed to be written, say, from a neutral point of view. So that one means that you're not supposed to come and start using those sweet talking words. Legendary artist, cutting edge technology, award-winning person. You're supposed to say that maybe this person was the first Ugandan to win an Olympic, maybe gold medal. That is a fact that you're putting. So, or you don't come and say, this is the best footballer in Uganda or a famous Ugandan. They're going to ask you what makes that person famous and how are you judging the famous? Is it on numbers? Is it on the streams of music? Is it on, so there is that. We just said this is maybe a Ugandan who is playing for the national team. That is important. So when you come to say university, you're supposed to say it is a public university in Uganda. Don't say that it is the second best university in Uganda. What criteria are you using? So it is supposed to be in neutral point of view. Again, don't come and say maybe this person, say maybe for campaigns, politics, and all that. Don't come and say that this person was beaten, say, for example, by the goons and all that, was badly wounded and all that. So we try as much as possible to avoid bias. So everything needs to be within your point of view. And also you need to use references. And those references are supposed to be reliable, verifiable. So what do we mean by reliable? Do these people publish information that has been where fact checking has been done? So when we look at the media companies that we have in Uganda, they have professional journalists. These people have been trained to do that work. So when you're using their sources, at the back of your mind, you know that there is someone who started journalism, who did fact checking of that. So you're going to trust that information. Other than people, these people who come and start creating blogs. So, okay, let me start my blog. I want, and they just maybe use it for spreading propaganda. Then also those references are supposed to be verifiable. If right now I go to the offices, say, of New Vision or Daily Monitor or any other company that is printing, can I go and say, give me the paper that you published maybe in 1991? Can I get that? Or if I go, say, even maybe last year, can I get that copy? Can I verify that information? Is there a way of contacting those people? Do they have editors who are going to do the fact checking? So those are some of the things that they consider on Wikipedia. Then maybe another thing is still on Wikipedia, as we know that most of the research, something like in security, we say that the most secure system is an open system. You can look at the code, how they are encrypting the passwords, how they are protecting the system. When you look at it and you're not able to crack, say, the password or steal the passwords, then that one will say that it is a secure system. Then also for Wikipedia, if when you add a full stop, you remove it, someone comes and deletes, and even we discuss, we say, no, this is not a fact. This is something. So please, any change that you make is tracked. It can be rolled back. We had, say, for example, instance where someone said that Jacob Olanya had passed on, but no news coverage no references were there that he had passed on. So some people went and edited the Wikipedia article. I think on the news you saw that someone was saying that someone hacked into Wikipedia. No, it is open. You can go and edit. People are always saying this information, is it true or not? If it is not, and you've made that edit, it is going to be reverted. It's going to be like, it is going to be taken to the previous before you made that edit. And also Wikipedia protects copyright. You cannot just go on, say, the New Vision article or the Daily Monitor article and you copy content and paste it the way it is. That information, people are going to say there are tools, even boards and also editors, there are tools that they use to check for plagiarism. Did you copy and paste? Did you do close paraphrasing? If you do, then people are going to say, no, here you copied and pasted. The tool has gotten, even they show the percentage, even they compare what paragraph did you copy. So they reverse that. So literally they want you to read through the article, process that information, and then maybe you put a summarized bit of that information. If you're stating something, that this person is the first Ugandan to win an Olympic medal, what shows, what reference do you have? Where do you do? And still maybe perhaps in the process of referencing, all this is trust within Wikipedia. We don't have, we shall see more about sources. We are what we call primary sources and secondary sources. We don't want information from your website. Don't want information from your book because you might say that you're the richest Ugandan. But how do we prove that? Your net worth. Are there external audit sources that bring that information? So to avoid bias, we cannot trust the information that you give us. Even you'll find that when they break down references more, they'll be telling you that even though you go on New Vision and you do an interview, it is from New Vision, which is a media company that is reliable and you can verify the information. But they might just publish the interview the way you gave it to us. Are you the richest Ugandan? Yes, I'm the richest Ugandan. I have maybe 2 billion plus something. What shows that you have? That is the question. And then we treat each other with respect and civility. Don't, if someone comes and edits your article, don't just come and abuse the people. Don't abuse the people. Why did you change? No, I was using my English. No, please don't change. So we say that you assume good faith. Someone is trying to make the article better, is trying to make it compliant with the sources or maybe the guidelines that we have in there. And also, newcomers are always welcome. If they nominate the article for deletion, still it has to be via consensus. We have to discuss and say, okay, according to this, you wrote it, yes, but does it have references? This reference is not trustworthy. This fact is not. So things like that, they're usually happening. Yes, sir. Back in the universities, they used to say that don't cite Wikipedia, don't cite Wikipedia. But of course, even we know that when you're doing your research or literature review, of course, you have to go to other sources and pick those books and pick the references where at least you go to journals and you pick all that. So still on Wikipedia, of course, to make it more safe and secure, there's also what we call the Wikipedia library. You can have access to these journals, these books, to cite maybe academic work and research to make it more reliable information. And also for sources, not every source is going to be a notable source. Yeah, the community can discuss and we say, no, according to the previous history, these people are not publishing facts. So it is always a discussion. And maybe lastly is we can say that Wikipedia has no firm rules. Of course, the community keeps revising the rules, amending them. We add this, we remove this. So it is always on the entire community. We still on the trainings of Wikipedia, we shall see there's a community portal where you can ask for help, where you can post your questions and people address them and people respond to them. And more so when you start contributing, you realize and say that, yes, indeed, I need to trust Wikipedia and I contribute to it. Yes. So, hope I've tried to summarize that in a bit. Yes, Solomon, for the minutes you gave me, that's what I can say. Maybe in a bit,
Thank you.
maybe something I'd forgotten. Jimmy Wells is the one who is a co-founder to Wikipedia, yes.
Oh, thank you so much, Brian, for that. I put a topic because this is actually very important. We need to know all this. I've shared the link for the I'm sorry. I was saying I shared a link for that takes us to the 5 pillars that Brian has talked about for purpose of time. You can check and actually read and understand this. But this is just to introduce us. We are going to be talking about this over and over again. So allow me move us to the next. I may share my screen. So thank you, Geoffrey and Brian, for taking us through that. And in case you have any question, kindly put it in the chat or note it in the Q&A share. Now, briefly about the Wikimedia Community User Group.
Hello. Solomon, you're waiting for
Yes, Drake, please take the.
Oh, thank you so much.
step.
I would like to say thank you to the previous presenters, that is Geoffrey and Brian. Thank you for doing the wonderful job. So if you allow me to share my screen, just a moment. So allow me to start. I know in a moment you'll be seeing my screen. I think it is there now. Just to start from where Baruku and Segawa were at, where Segawa talked to us about the Wikimedia Foundation, which is the father, the mother, like the main group that houses many other wiki projects. In Uganda, we have a local community that we refer to as the Wikimedia Community User Group. That is the house that houses all of us as Ugandan contributors to everything that is from the Wikimedia Foundation. The Wikimedia Foundation has so many projects. The biggest among them is the Wikipedia, which all of us are aware of, but there are also other projects. And those projects, us in Uganda, the local contributors in Uganda, we contribute to those projects through the Wikimedia Community User Group. If you can look at my screen, you'll see that this is the home page. It is on a project, another Wikimedia project called Meta. This is where you can go to read about us. So we are the Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda. And this community user group, if you can read here, is a non-profit organization that brings together volunteers who are passionate about promoting free, inclusive, and locally relevant knowledge through Wikimedia platforms like Wikipedia, Wikidata, and Wikimedia Commons. Now, this user group was founded in 2014 and it was fully recognized by the Wikimedia Foundation in June of 2018. And finally, we were able to register as an NGO in Uganda in 2020. So we are legally sound. I would like to use this opportunity to welcome all of you as contributors to Wikimedia. The moment, if you agree, joining is free. Right now, we have more than 500 contributors across Uganda. We have contributors in the north, we have contributors in the east, in the central, in the west. And if there's a south for Uganda, we also have contributors from there. So this is our home, and I'd like to welcome you to our home. We have a mission which comes through from the main mission of Wikimedia, the Wikimedia Foundation, which exists to empower individuals and communities in Uganda to take an active role in the creation, the development, and sharing of free, locally relevant knowledge. This can be done through open collaboration, and we aim to close knowledge gaps. For the librarians who are here, you know what I'm talking about. And through that, we aim to improve digital literacy and increase inclusive representation of Ugandan culture, languages, and perspectives across Wikimedia platforms. We shall see more information about all the projects that we are able to contribute to. But what I would like you to know that the moment you land to this page, you can receive all the news, all the information that you need to know about us. We also have a legal status, which is here telling you that we already registered with an NGO. We are an NGO which is registered under the of Uganda. The legal recognition strengthens our ability to enter formal partnerships with other entities like your fellow universities. For example, this year, for the Wiki University clubs, we are working with 5 universities in Uganda. Some are in the north, others are in the east, others in the central, and others in the west. So in the west, we work with Kabale University, where we are training students to contribute to a project which is under incubation. When we talk about incubation, it means just like you take your egg, you give your eggs to the chicken so that it can lay them after like 21 days. This incubation is the same. We are grooming a language which is called Wiki, which is called Runyankore. So we call it Runyankore Ruchiga Wikipedia. So that language Wikipedia for Runyankore Ruchiga is being groomed or developed such that later on, when it comes out of incubation, it will fly and be independent and also a part of the general Wikimedia, another Wikipedia, like Uganda Wikipedia, which is already independent and out there and everyone can contribute to it and it is live. You can go to Google and search things and be able to read information from it. So that's one of the projects that we are working on that we know that you can contribute to. That is it for Kabale. Now we have in the north, we are dealing with the university called Lira University. For this university, this is our second year working with them. We have already created a leadership body there, which we also hope to work to do for you when we come to your respective universities. And these ones for them, they are doing Wikipedia, they are doing general Wikimedia projects such as Wikipedia, Wikidata, and Wikimedia Commons. Then in the central, we are working with Makerere University, where we are training students and other staff to contribute to Wikipedia, Uganda Wikipedia, which is one of the projects under Wikimedia. Then in the east, you guys are lucky. We have 2 universities we are working with this year. We are going to be working with Soroti University for the very first time and Busitema University. We also hope to train you on the same things we are doing with the Lira University, where you learn how to contribute to Wikipedia, how to contribute to Wikidata, how to contribute to other Wikimedia projects. And we are running a campaign. We shall, at the end of this year, be announcing winners, and those winners will move away with some gifts. We call them swag in Wikimedia. So please, I hope that you be encouraged to join. You only join if you create your account. And then we have channels that we use to communicate to you. Our main channel of communication is WhatsApp. And I believe all of you were able to come through to this meeting through a communication on WhatsApp. But we also do emails. So we have your WhatsApps for the universities, but also we have a main WhatsApp group to which we shall introduce you at a later date, and then you join the main user group and you'll be able to see other projects that you can contribute to. So stay put, be encouraged, and then you learn more from the Wikimedia community user group. So your home in Uganda is the Wikimedia community user group. When I talk about the governance structure, we have the governors, we have the executive director, we have the core staff, and the volunteers. So on the board of governors, as we sometimes we call board of directors, we have a member here, Brian Baruku. We have an executive director whom you talk to at some point. He's called Michael Kalba. And then we have some core staff. We have an admin assistant or the finance officer who is also referred to as the HR. You'll see them at some point when you come to Kampala or when they visit. We also have a community manager who manages all of us. So every project lead is managed or works through the community manager. He's called William Semanda. You'll be able to see him, William Wilson Semanda. Also, we have volunteers. That's where we fall. I am a volunteer. Jeff is a volunteer. Brian is a volunteer. Solomon is a volunteer. And also, you are being called upon to also be volunteers. These are the heart of our movement. They drive the grassroots engagement and content creation. So, allow me once again to take this opportunity to welcome you to the Wikimedia community user group. If you want to read more about it, this is a page which is live. It is you can reach it just by going to your browser. I'm going to share with you this link, the link to it. It is open. I don't know if someone shared it, but I'm sharing it with you. But then, if you want to learn about the things that are ongoing for this particular user group, you can just simply come back here at the top and click on the word initiatives, where you see the word initiatives. So if you click on it, you are going to see all the different events that we are running. And this page is arranged according to years. So I'm going to skip this overview and just come here on the key projects. So you'll be able to see them here. I have highlighted the word activities and events for 2026. So among the activities that we are running currently, the one that is currently ongoing is called Wiki Loves Africa 2026 in Uganda, and it is running from 1st March to the end of April 2026. And the main theme is rights and rituals. There's also a project called Runyankore Mentorship 2026, which is running from 1st February to 31st July. There are also other projects now. For us, me and you, our main project right now that is introducing us to the Wikimedia community is called Wiki University Labs 2026. So here we created the pages for our different universities. For example, here you can see page for Soroti University. Running campaigns, we also have what we call a dashboard. You see the dashboard here. It is the tool that allows us to monitor your contributions and be able to send you to these pages. We are going to ask you to register officially so that we can start contributing. Solomon, I'm very aware that we don't have time. I think I would like to end there so that you can guide on how we proceed. Thank you, colleagues, for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Greg, for that presentation. It was wonderful. I hope people are learning. I see like questions. People have questions, and this is good. By the end of this meeting, we should have answered all your questions. We have a Q&A session. I think we shall respond to most of your questions, even those that are in the chat. Now, on agenda, introduction to Wikipedia editing. I think we have about 30 minutes. We should use this very well. I'm not going to take long on this. I want to show you something brief about editing Wikipedia. As Brian
Solomon,
was
as you are
talking,
proceeding, allow me to inform the members that we hope to give them a data refund. I see they are reducing. I'm going to be sharing a sheet here that you can use to register their names. Thank you.
Yes, as Drake has put it, please check. I think we share in the groups, in the respective groups. There's a column. Anyway, there's a column for the username. By the end of this meeting, everyone should have a username, because one thing that identifies us as contributors to Wikipedia is a username. That is how we are going to be able to track your contributions. So please, let's make sure that by the end of this, we are able to create an account, and then we are able to fill that form. It's going to be shared. So about editing Wikipedia, who edits Wikipedia? Anyone can edit Wikipedia. Some even edit without the username. Yes, without the username. People choose to hide their identity. That is, we don't advise this. That's why today we have a session to create accounts. So like if you see my screen, this name here is Solomon Suri. It is my username. It's one that I use. And every contribution that I make or I do is tracked under this. Now, anyone can edit. Editing starts from, like for now, we can start with like getting such like an article. Articles look like this. This is an article on Prima Kwagala. You can see these numbers you see here take us to the links to the references that Brian was talking about. But and Geoffrey, but we don't give original research. Like everything you should write here should have a primary source. So like Wikipedia is like we don't write original research. You don't say, no, this one, so is this and this. No, where do you get it from? Who wrote about it? Which credible media? Maybe NBS, maybe NTV, it may be Bukebet, maybe, those notable like media outlets around. So these ones you see in these articles, whichever article you find, these take you to the references. And when we go down here, the references are always listed. So those who are doubting the information on Wikipedia, like the information is always sourced. You write about something, but not from your own mind and brain. You must give like a source where you get it from. Then, or you just paraphrase, as we shall be doing this. So I just wanted to show you that editing doesn't mean you go and start writing an article. Look at this article. If we read through for me, I've already identified a typo here, if you see here, at the 57th anniversary celebrations of treaty. You see, like a full stop, I expect it to be just immediately after the word. So this space here is not needed. I think I saw something else here. You see here, October, the comma should be something like just after the October. There should be no space here. So this is the work we do as volunteers. Someone was saying sometimes this work, the articles may take long without being edited, so they may have all the outdated information. The reason we are like making sure that we have more come on board is so that we can solve such. Like if you hear anything that has changed about someone, it is sourced somewhere. It is always allowed for you to come and update. So now that we are becoming a bigger group, we can do, and we can always update this information. Yeah, but I guess most of the like notable people, for example, I'm very sure if we check there's I will add up in an article on Bobby Wine. I'm very sure information was updated about even the recent elections, you see. The Bobby official filed for the Nupu's presidential flag bearer in 2026. Let's check if there's anything about education, you see, political life, our by-election. So you're the people that keep on updating this. This is about 2021 presidential election. This is 2026 presidential elections. You see, on 16th, I was probably abducted, test. So anyway, I was trying to show you that it is us. So when we get on board, you and me are the people that update this information as it keeps changing. So for example, in brief, because we're going to do this, I just want to show you how I can edit this. For example, I've seen a typo. Was it this? I think it was Prima, yes. Like I'll just come here. Remember, for me, I already signed in. As Solomon Suvi. The only way you can track your edits is when you log in. So I'll come here and say I want to edit. See? So each one of us can do something even after here. You can look out for these articles and read through and see. Sometimes there are grammatical errors, sometimes these typos, like here, I'll just delete this, okay? And then where else? Read through and identify all the things that you need to correct. For example, I've identified those. I'm already editing and contributing. Then after, I'll come and publish. Then what have I done? You put an edit summary. I have corrected typo. Then I publish. So when you publish, you see that now someone who come to read this article will not find that same typo or that same mistake in that article. So I've simply done editing and I have contributed. I have an edit already counted. So it's not a lot that we have to do. As we are going to learn, there are many projects that we can contribute to. But for now, allow me to stop there and then move on to our next session, which is actually account creation. Let me know, is there anyone here who has an account, who has created an account on Wikipedia?
Yes, for I have.
Wow, that is Musa. Musa has an account. Any other, did I hear two people? Okay, maybe the majority we don't have. I want to take you through this process and I pray that we go through the same. If you have a machine there, let's go through this together so that by the end of this all, we have accounts and then we are ready to go to start editing. So we are going to create these accounts using, can you see my screen?
Yes.
We can see your
Yes,
screen.
please.
Okay, thank you.
And members, get ready to practice because this is practical. If you have your devices, get them.
Right, let's go through this. It doesn't take
Also
long.
remember to put your real names on Zoom, because you will, for example, Juma, GP, I don't know who you are. Please correct your names so that they read who you are exactly. Sorry, Solomon, you can proceed.
Thank you, Drake. Yeah, so I've opened my browser. You open your browser. I prefer Chrome, and I think it is better so far. It gives better features if you are working on Wikipedia. So you open your browser like I've opened mine. Then you're going to open using the English Wikipedia. So you put in en.wikipedia.org as you see it there. When you press enter, it will take us to the main page. Okay, excuse me, allow me log out so that we can en.wikipedia.org. So it will take us to a page like this one here. Now, if you look at the top right corner, we have donate, we have create account, we have login. Now we go to create an account. I hope we are following, because by the end, this should be an achievement. This is the output we expect from this. So it will bring us to such a page, create account, username. The username is public and cannot be made private later. So this is a name that we use to identify you. One of the guidelines may not go into much, but the username may not necessarily be your name. But for me, I use Solomon Su, but it may not necessarily be your name as long as it is not abusive. Like we said, we do this work with respect. So choose something that you can easily remember and that can represent you, right? So choose your username. You will be guided. For example, if I put Solomon Suvi, let's check. It will, if you put in something that is already in existence, for example, I tell you the username entered already is in use. You'll always be guided on how best you can improve like that name so that it is accepted. But if I use this Solomon, it's also already in use. So you prepare around with this Solo math. See, now Solo for math is like I can use this because no one is using it. So you choose a name or a username that you feel they can identify with, but it should not be abusive. It should be, but anyway, you should be free to be associated or to be addressed by such a name. Then you put in, for example, this is Solo for math. Solo for math, password. Choose a password. So if you're choosing a password, choose something that you can remember. But what is recommended is there must be 8 characters. You should have, it is recommended to use a unique password that you are not using on any other website. And this mix, maybe you can put some special characters like full stops, can put maybe a percentage sign, can put mix with some capital letters and small letters, but above all, use something that you can easily remember. So if I put in something here, then confirm the same. Confirm the same, put in the same. So, let me know if people are doing this. If you're going through this process, just put your hand up or send an emoji. If you're going through this same process. Saint Abdallah Rijah.
There is a hand.
Hosea. Yes, Saint Hosea. Those are 2. Let me see more. Let me see more. If you find any challenge, maybe along the way, please feel free. You can raise, unmute and share with us so that we can help you. Okay, so the password, confirm, you put the same password that you put in the first place. Then
I don't know whether Sebaki J is trying to say something by putting the hand up or responding to you. Okay, they have put it down.
Okay, thank you. And they're responding to my request. So now you come and there's a section here, email address. The email address is so important. The communications, you always get some notifications if anything happens, So put in the email that is active, that you can always, you feel you can get notifications from. Drake, do I see your hand up?
I'd like to emphasize there that they need to put in their personal emails. Please do not use your student email, because the moment you leave your campus, usually some of those emails are blocked. Put in your personal email, like your Gmail.
Thank you, Drake, for that emphasis. Please put in, like mine is Solomon at email.com. So please look for an email from us to verify your address. So after tapping on create your account, for me, I'm not going to tap there because I already have an account. And so that advisable that we have many accounts. Make sure after all this, report somewhere the password, the username, and then password, so that you don't forget. We are human. Tomorrow you're going to be in exams. You take time without using Wikipedia or editing. And then the other day you come back and you don't remember the password. So kindly note it somewhere with the password so that you're able to retrieve it when you're done. So after, create your account. So when you create your account, it will just be created right away. And there will be a message sent to you, an email, to help, to make sure that you confirm, you confirm the account. So I advise, please, you have to confirm, because if you don't confirm, there are some communication that may come through these emails, through these, maybe through the dashboard, and we cannot get these emails unless we confirmed our accounts. So as soon as you tap on create and the account is created, check your email and then just tap on confirm, as simple as that. Then you have an account created. Let me know if there is anyone successful. Let me know if there is anyone successful. Just put an emoji, maybe a thumb up, maybe in the chat. Can I get some feedback?
I can see many. That's nice.
Okay, that's good. So that is it. So after confirming your password or your account, we can always be able to contribute to any Wikimedia project. As we are going to learn, there's Wikipedia, the main project. You can contribute to the Uganda Wikipedia, as we shall share. You can contribute now to the Nyankore Chiga. You can contribute to Wikidata, as we shall share. So this is what is most important. Now, over time, if you come and you want to edit, for example, Wikipedia English, you just come the end. If it is not your personal PC, it means whenever you finish, like if it is a computer lab, it's your laptop, you always have to log out. So when you come, just go to your browser, put in en.wikipedia.org, then log in. Now that we have an account, you just come here, log in, because every edit we are going to make we'll make sure it is like we have logged in. So my username is Solomon Sui, and then my password is there. If it is your PC, you can always tap here, select this, keep me logged in, and you can always be logged in for up to 1 year. After a year, you are logged out. at least so that you're not keeping on logging in and out, logging in and out. But if it's not your personal laptop, always log out. So I will log in, and this is the page that I will get. We shall guide you on how we can, for example, edit that user. There's a user page. There's a, like here, this is my user page. If you see this, you can edit it. What you do, you come to your username here. And then you see home page, user page, top page. User page, you want to write something that talks about you so that if someone wants to read, to know who you are, you can find out. For example, here I wrote, someone who is a Uganda professional teacher and blah, 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 past contributions. So you can also start with editing this. I think we have only 10 minutes to close this. Drake, for responding, have we been able, is anyone having a challenge that will help you?
Members, are you having any challenge? Oh, the link to use while creating account. Okay. In a moment, you just go to Wikipedia, pick English version. But let me send it when I have read the issue there. So just a moment. Sorry, I didn't see this. So it will be with you soon.
Like we said, just remind you.
And
just go to the address bar here so that it takes you direct to the English. Go to the address bar, put in en.wikipedia.org. This will take you direct to the English Wikipedia. And then on the top right corner here is where we have the create account. I hope I've helped someone.
So we have shared. So keep creating those accounts. And when you finish creating your account, please, we are going to proceed to the page that I shared with you, the Excel sheet. Yeah, we are going to verify those accounts that they are there. Please don't just put anything there as you register for the data refund. Yes, and also make sure you were in this meeting, because I'm taking screenshots as we move, so I'll have to verify. That's why I'm asking you to put your real name as your Zoom name. Okay.
Okay. So I think that is all with creating accounts. Let's create them, and then remember on our sheet that we've shared, where we're going to follow up on receiving the data refund. You have to fill in your username, and we shall check if it really exists. But I still remind you, please write it somewhere so that you don't forget. Yeah, I think we have 9 minutes to go, and we don't have to take more time. I open the session for a few questions. Drake.
There is a question.
Brian.
Alice.
Let me share the screen for Alice to see. Okay. Alice, when you finish registering, we are trying to register the people who have attended this meeting. So we are doing a screenshot, but some of you have not written your names well, so it might be problematic. So there is a sheet. I have shared a link to that sheet, a Google sheet. So it is open. You can edit it. If you find that someone is writing where you want, like you see here, do not go into the same area where someone has highlighted and start typing. Go to another, for example, pick number 11 and put your name. Then you put your university that you belong to. Then you put your username, the Wikimedia username. If you already had it, just put it here. If you didn't have it before, the one you have created, please put it here. Then you put for us here your number, mobile money number, and then the names under which it displays, and that will be all. So this link is open, and when we finish this meeting, we shall close it. Yes. But also keep giving us the questions. We want to respond. Someone want to admit my username that has been answered. Mr. Suri, earlier on you said anyone can do editing on Wikipedia even without an account. According to me, I think this is not proper. We will address that. Then someone is saying they are Prince Arsenal or Rico. Yes, please, Prince Arsenal. I'm glad to meet you, but please go to the sheet if you have created your Wikimedia account and put that information there. Thank you so much. Solomon, please, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Drake, for responding to some of those questions. Kindly, I ask Geoffrey, Drake, and Brian to read through check through the chat. If there is anything you can respond to, let's take these 4 minutes.
Good. So,
thank you.
there's a discussion that has been interesting here about the Wikipedia library. So in editing Wikipedia and other projects of Wikimedia, there are other added advantages. Now, when you edit Wikipedia for some time, there is a given number of edits that you can reach, and you're granted access to the Wikipedia library. Now, for those of you that are into academics, the academic librarians here, Rogers, Mr. Luja, Madam Alice, and the students, Hosea, you could go to our library when you're looking for a journal article or some resources that may not be available in the library. This Wikipedia library is very, very, very good. So I would advise all of you to be diligent in contributing to Wikipedia. Then when the time reaches, you get access. There are very many robust advantages to editing this Wikipedia. So I wanted to advise all of you, if you have time, take some time. You don't need to do those big for the start. For the start, you may start with improving, like Solomon shared. You go to an article that is already created and make some edits, some minor additions. Then from there, you'll catch the fire. Muhsin, why have you failed to register? Registering for an account or on the sheet? Please expound more if you can.
Thank you, Geoffrey. I've just read some
Is it about
questions.
registration?
I think maybe on the sheet, maybe they mean on the sheet, but the sheet is open. Just open it, click on it, it will open for you, and then you'll be able to edit on it. Geoffrey, thank you for that explanation about the Wikipedia library, and I have been sharing it for everyone who wants to know. It is here. It's called the Wikipedia library. And just to add on to what Geoffrey told you, if you have opened your account today, please, in 6 months, we want to see you have access to this library, because the most important criteria, okay, one of them, but very important, in order to have access to this library, you should be editing for 6 months plus. So if you didn't have a Wikipedia account and you just created it today, yeah, by September, we should be seeing you having access, yeah? Then you must have 500 edits plus, and also every 30 days, within a 30 days range, you should have 10 edits plus, and you should not have any active blocks. I was talking about blocks, meaning that when you vandalize, when you do vandalism, when you don't follow the proper policies of Wikipedia and you just put things there, you will lose access to your account and you will not be able to enjoy the other benefits. Oh, I see a hand from Dr. Isaac, please. I also would like to recognize you. Dr. Isaac, Miss Barbara Polot, they are here. These are librarians that I work with, and Isaac is from Bositema, and Barbara is the university librarian for Soroti University. I would like to give them a chance to say a word, if it's possible, as I call upon Abdallah later on. Thank you. Isaac, come in.
Oh, thank you so very much. And let me start by thanking you. Apologies, I came in late. I was given a short notice task by my boss, so I had to run to finish that. Good thing I found you people when you're still running through. So I may ask things that maybe people have already said, but I am very grateful to the group for choosing us, Visitema University, to be part of this noble cause where we can advance access to open knowledge in whatever way possible. Really, I'm really grateful that you people have taken us up. And I want to thank the idea that in the Eastern region you picked two very beautiful institutions. Thank you for taking that for the Eastern region. I want to have quick questions. I came in the middle, but I want to understand. I think Solomon was making some demonstration on how to edit. I saw that as soon as he did the edits, the display that I saw was after saving, the corrections were made with immediate effect. Do those updates that are made by us, the people that are editing, are they immediately published, or do they have to go through a certain reviewer or people that really confirm the edits that we have done? Then I want to know, apart from editing, is it possible to also develop an article from scratch? Probably, maybe you said that, but I was out. Can I start an article from scratch and propose it for publication in here? Then someone has sent me a message that what if I want to change my username? Is it also possible to change my username, or once I take the username, that is it forever and ever until death does us apart? So those are basic things I needed to find out. Otherwise, I got all the other things and I've been successfully registered. I have an account now. Otherwise, thank you so very much for choosing us. I'm finding challenges completing the Excel sheet that is submitted. I don't know whether it's a network issue, but I don't know. I'm unable. It comes, but I can't do anything within there. I submit. Thank you so much. I recognize all of you in your different capacities. Sorry, I'm very sorry. Barbara and Dre, so very much. I much appreciated. I submit.
Thank you, Dr. Isaac. Time is fast spent. We already, actually, according to our plan, we had to stop by 8:30. Allow us borrow only 5 minutes. And please, I know we have many questions, but we can keep on responding them even after this chat. We don't have to keep here because we have a lot of questions. We can share them even in the groups, and then we can always respond. So let me ask Brian to talk about. Brian, are you still here?
Brian is not in. He went.
Okay. Now let me talk about. Dr. Isaac asked about if the articles are reviewed. Yes, you can publish, but these edits are always like reviewed. They are what we call administrators on Wikipedia. So they keep reviewing. So it may not be reverted today, but maybe tomorrow. If it is a destructive edit, then just know it will be reverted. And if you continue doing this, they can block your account, and it means you can never edit anymore. So it's like they go live, but there are even bots sometimes. Bots also like review, and if it is there are some quick quick reverts that always happen. Depends on what you've done. So yeah, there are people to review. They are humans, but there are also bots that do this reviewing. And then, can we create articles from scratch? Yes, and you're going to learn this. But for a start, we're going to start with editing so that we get used with this, with the interfaces. But because these articles are created from scratch, especially Uganda articles, English articles. So they are created by people like you and me. And for us who are talking, we've created articles. So just watch out for this. It is possible. Yeah, only if there was any other question, Drake or Geoff.
There was something about changing the username.
I have responded to it on the chat. When you create your username, you need to be careful. You can't just change it anytime you want. So try to be careful as you create it, and it's not an easy process to change it. The only thing you can do is to create another account, but changing the username is really very hard on Wikipedia.
Yes, that is it. I think it is responded to. And actually, you cannot keep on creating more accounts. If it is noticed that you have more accounts, then you will be blocked. And then those that there's someone who had an issue in creating accounts. I think we've created many accounts in the same locality, and this always happens. But we can help you after here. Kindly share in WhatsApp group. Just share a comment that you failed because it was giving such a comment. Then we can help you register your account. Yeah, I think I'm seeing Hosea. Let's have Hosea. I request, let's have Hosea, and we have this end. For more questions, kindly let's share in the groups, and shall be there to support and respond. And then before Hosea comes,
just
please,
before you go, Dr. Isaac said that he has a challenge registering on the sheet. I don't know why, but if you have a Gmail in your phone, he has registered. I'm the one who has put him.
Okay.
But if you have a challenge, if you have any Gmail, this sheet should be opening. But possibly maybe you don't have Google Sheets installed in your phone. Maybe that's the reason. If you're using a phone, but if you're on a computer, make sure you're logged into a Gmail account and it will be open for you to edit. Thought about that, but majority I see they are registering. That means the form is open as I meant it. Please, those people, if you do not have a username here, I'm seeing these areas are empty. It's going to be a bit problematic for us. So please ensure that you have a username that you put here, which we are going to cross-check. Thank you.
All right. Then also to remind you.
Did talk?
Not yet. Sewachije, is it? Okay, let's have Hosea, please.
I'm audible enough, right?
Yeah, you're somehow low, but
okay.
we can hear.
So I was I asked my question in the comment section. It was about the artificial intelligence, because you realize that the world is changing. And then my question is, should we say that Wikimedia is based actually on human intelligence only, and artificial intelligence work is not allowed? Maybe things like having an assistant that if you come to correct a mistake of grammar, it can help you to recover that. For example, you come to edit and then you make a mistake in grammar. An assistant will help you to put it back such that you don't make errors to be blocked, something like that. An assistant in like artificial intelligence, maybe a wiki assistant, something like that.
Thank you, Hosea. Drake, please help me respond to this. then we shall call it.
So in short, he's asking if there is any AI assistant helping with the Wikipedia articles creation. Solomon.
Yes, please.
If you're able to hear him, help me rephrase the question.
I think he's asking, is there any AI for like that helps Wikimedia, maybe in creating these articles? Yeah, I think that's what I got.
Okay, in theory, we know that AI is one of the tools that help us do things. However, right now the current policies of Wikipedia is that we do not use AI to do our articles, to generate them, or even edit them. No, you have to use your human understanding to do the things. We need it. We need your human understanding to do this because AI has a tendency to report things that are not there. And if you are found to be using AI to do your work, it will be termed as disruptive editing. And you will be warned. If you consistently do not listen, your account can be blocked. Okay? So when you come to Wikipedia to edit, try your level best to learn how this is supposed to be done, get the basics, learn the policies and put them into consideration as you contribute. Do not come in when you want to use AI, otherwise you lead to vandalism and you'll be end up getting banned from Wikipedia. Just for you, Hosea. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Any other thing? You're adding something?
I wanted to go through these questions quickly, the ones that I've responded to. Some I might not have responded to you as we close because we are time bad. I'm going to just go from the top. We had someone say, okay, you talked about your expectation. Someone was saying it's a Google, it is the first. Thank you for recognizing the fact that Google puts Wikipedia articles first in terms of ranking when you search about it. That means that's one of the things that should let you know that this is an authentic platform and supported by major browsers and major search engines. We will show you how to understand that this is authentic in the case you thought it was not authentic. And these contributions are done by people like us, like you, through training and following the guidelines that are there. There are many guidelines, but we shall give you the basics to start you off. Someone was saying, hey, since anyone can edit, don't you think this makes it less trustworthy? No, it doesn't. We have a robust review process, peer review process, and also there are super admins out there, super editors who go through almost everything that you post. Then someone says, I have a feeling that Wikipedia is an invisible AI. It is not. It is you, it is me who are contributing. Remember, it's an online encyclopedia. Then, who edits the Wikipedia articles, publications, or write-ups, and does the author get to be notified? I responded that you do so, you and me do so. If you create a new article from scratch, you always get updates about it if it has been approved, reviewed, and everything. And other people will be able to actually add to it and make it better when it is published. Someone was saying to me, I think some of the information there is outdated because, let's say, please, Fatima, you can also help improve Wikipedia. When you see a mistake and you know how to correct it, you'll be able to do so. Jose was asking, what if one updates anything wrong? Please, you'll be blocked. You'll even be banned from contributing. And I think there were more replies for you on that. And then I think that is all from me. How can I access the summary notes? I'll share them, Faith. I'll share them when they are ready. For those who are having challenges registering, the form will continue being live up to 9 p.m. Then I'll close it. Please endeavor to register and make sure that you are in this session because I'm taking screenshots. And Solomon, before we close, I would like to take a video. I would like to stop sharing, and everyone, if you can put on your video, do. If you can't, just make sure your name is displaying as the user of Zoom. Then I take screenshot, which we shall use for your accountability. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Drake. Maybe just one thing. We're sorry we've taken minutes. We are closing. About the AI. Actually, AI uses Wikipedia to learn. Remember, AI is taught by humans. We teach it so that it can be able to help maybe in future. So Wikipedia doesn't use AI, but AI uses Wikipedia, as we shall see as we go on. So thank you so much. Please, if you can put on your video, let's have this photo taken. Let's click on your video.
So I'll put on mine. There is a hand from Abdallah. I don't know whether Barbara is still here. Please, Barbara, I wanted to give you 1 minute to say something to us. I don't want to leave without you saying anything. Please, just please, if you can speak. Then Abdallah, you come in. Thank you. Barbara? I don't know if she's able to speak. I'm not seeing anything. Please, Abdallah, your hand was up. Come in.
Yes.
Hey, Barbara,
Yes, Drake, can I speak?
Yes, please.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, big thank you to the media group. For us as Soroti University, we're really privileged to have this opportunity to be part of the project. On my side, we've been having quite a number of questions from our inquisitive participants. They wanted to really know more about what this whole Wikipedia thing is all about. And I want to believe that they have learned quite a lot. We're looking forward to more engagement with you. Yeah, I don't want to take much time speaking, but I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Colleagues, this is Barbara Apoloti is the University Librarian for Soroti, and Soroti was gracious enough to accept our invitation to partner with us to promote open knowledge. And we wish to be there with you on the 18th of April. Please get ready. Thank you. Abdallah?
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Drake, and all the members. What you've ended with is what I wanted to highlight, that on 18th April, let the Soroti team be ready, because we shall have a physical engagement. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. So for September, we shall be with you this coming weekend on the 11th of April. So next weekend, we shall be with you. So please prepare. Rogers, I can see you. Hope to see you again, and others. Thank you so much.
We shall be eager to see you.
Maybe a kind request. A kind request that maybe members from Soroti University who have been on this call and you failed to register, kindly send me your details. I think most of them are using a phone and they don't have the Google Sheet on their phone. So kindly send me your details and I try to see what I can do.
Okay. For Busitema, you can send to Geoffrey. He's coordinating with us, Geoffrey and Dr. Isaac. Thank you so much, colleagues. Solomon, I'd like to hand back the mic to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a wonderful audience. I hope we've learned one or two things. We've responded to your curiosities. We are grateful that you've been a part of us. We cannot pay you because this work is not done by people who are paid. Because when you're paid, you may end up being, someone may persuade you with some money to make for them an article, and then you put those people words. So because of that, media, it's a policy, we don't pay. And then appreciation that comes is, it comes as in gifts, in swags, as we shall see. We make maybe bottles, we make whatsoever. we may not have money. If it comes and it is data, like we may get a data refund or like something little, but please appreciate it. And we pray that we move this journey, we join the team and we support building free knowledge, and we contribute, especially in creating information about Uganda, so that we provide the best and like updated information. So Drake, I don't know, have you taken the group photo? Can we have the cameras on?
Yes, I took the photo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
And thank you very much for being a part of this. We call it a day.
I'm going to keep I'm going to keep the Excel sheet open up to 9 p.m. Please use this chance to register.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
So Sitema next week 11th, and then Soroti the other week. See you. Geoffrey, you have something? A minute?
Before we go, I want to wish Mr. Luja a happy Easter and all of us on the call. Have a good time.
Thank you so much.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
Thank you, sir.
For a minute, I thought
Abdallah,
Geoffrey was going to invite me. Some people I don't
You know?
understand.
You are officially invited to